This is question 8 in exercise 9.9 in New Concise Project Maths 3A. In an arithmetic series, the 8th term, T8, is 21, and the sum of the first 6 terms, S6, is 18. We have to find the first term, A, and the common difference, D. We're going to be making use of the two formulae we can see here in blue. The first one, Sn, is the general term for the sum of the first n terms in an arithmetic series, and Tn, the second formula we see here, is the general term for an arithmetic sequence. We'll start off by doing the arithmetic sequence one. So our question says that T8 is 21. If we use the formula for this, T8 is going to be equal to A plus 8 minus 1 times D, and that is equal to 21, which means we're going to get A plus 7D is equal to 21, and that is our first equation, our equation 1. Then for our Sn, we're going to go with S6, as that's what's given in the question, and we sub that in. We're going to get 6 over 2 times 2A plus 6 minus 1 times D, and that is equal to 18, like that. Now we're going to tidy up the S6 one here, so we're going to get 3 times 2A plus 5D is equal to 18, and if we divide both sides by 3, it'll get rid of our 3 outside the bracket here and reduce our 18 down. We're going to get 2A plus 5D is equal to 6. And that is our equation 2. And now we've got two equations with two variables, so we're going to solve them simultaneously. So we're going to line them up one above the other, and to equation 1 we're going to have to make a change, so we're going to multiply it by minus 2. And we're going to make no changes to equation 2. So in equation 1, that's going to get minus 2A minus 14D is equal to minus 42. And equation 2 is going to be 2A plus 5D is equal to 6. We draw a line and we sum that down. Minus 2A plus 2A is 0. Minus 14D plus 5D is minus 9D. And minus 42 plus 6 is equal to minus 36, which means that D is going to be equal to minus 36 divided by minus 9, so D is equal to 4. And then in order to get our value for A, we're going to take our value for D and sub it back into equation 1 in place of D. So equation 1, and now we're going to have A plus 7 times 4 is equal to 21. Which means A plus 28 is equal to 21. So A is equal to 21 minus 28. So A is equal to minus 7. So that's part 1. Now let's take a look at part 2. In part 2, we are asked to show that Tn is equal to 4n minus 11 and Sn is equal to 2n squared minus 9n. We're going to be making use of the same formula that we used above, only this time we're able to sub in our values for A and our values for D. So Tn is now going to be equal to minus 7 plus n minus 1 times 4, which would be equal to minus 7 plus 4n minus 4, which means Tn is going to be equal to 4n minus 11, which is exactly what we expected to get out. And for part B, Sn is going to be equal to n over 2 times 2 times minus 7 plus n minus 1 times 4, like so. And when we tidy that up a bit, we're going to have n over 2 times minus 14 plus 4n minus 4, like so. Now if we tidy that up a little further, n over 2 times 4n minus 18. Now if we multiply the n over 2 in, we're going to get 4n squared over 2 minus 18n over 2. And we can divide the 2 into both of the terms above, which means we're going to get 2n squared minus 9n, which is exactly what we're expecting to get out. So that's part 2. And now we'll take a look at part 3. In part 3, we're asked to find T20 and S30, which are the 20th term in an arithmetic sequence and the sum of the first 30 terms in an arithmetic series, respectively. So we found Tn and Sn from part 2. So T20 is just going to be equal to 4 times 20 minus 11, which is going to be equal to 80 minus 11, which is equal to 69. And S30 is going to be equal to 2 times 30 squared minus 9 times 30, which is going to be equal to 2 times 900 minus 270, which is 1800 minus 270. So S30 is going to be equal to 1530. And that is that.